Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I am Tamiru Nimsat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government explains the proposed module-based education system. Sri Lanka strengthens business ties with Pakistan. News in detail. Sri Lanka is set to replace its exam-centric school system with a modular, skill-focused curriculum under a major reform announced by Prime Minister and Education Minister Harani Amarasuriya. The announcement was made at the Education Ministry yesterday, with implementation beginning in 2026 and full rollout by 2029. The new education reform plan aims to transform learning through a modular credit-based system that emphasizes continuous assessment, 21st century skills and flexible subject streams. Classroom sizes will be limited to 25 to 30 students. Early childhood education will come under direct ministry oversight, and a national skills test will be introduced for grade 9 students by 2029. The first GCE O-level examinations under the reformed curriculum will take place in 2029, while teacher training programs linked to the new model are scheduled to begin in August. Although no decision has been made yet on abolishing the grade 5 scholarship examination, the government has indicated further changes will follow stakeholder feedback and equity considerations. Speaking at the event, the Prime Minister said that Sri Lanka's education system must shift away from deciding a child's success solely through examinations. She stressed that the new approach will focus on continuous activity-based learning and teacher-student interaction. The Prime Minister added that this marks a key pedagogical change in the country's education framework.
මතක තබාගෙන ළමෙක් අසමත්ද සමත්ද සාර්ථකද නැද්ද හොඳද නරකද මේ සියල්ලම තීරණය වෙන්නේ විභාගයෙන්. ඒ විතරක් නෙවෙයි ඊට පස්සේ ඉගෙනුම් ක්‍රියාවලියම ගුරුවරයා එක්ක තියෙන ගනුදෙනුවම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ ඒ සම්බන්ධතාවයම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ විභාගයකට තමයි ළමයාව පුරුදු කරන්නේ. නමුත් මේ ක්‍රියාවලිය තුළ මෙතන pedagogical වෙනසක් එනවා. ඒ pedagogical වෙනස තමයි ඒ සම්බන්ධතාවය ගුරුවරයා සහ ශිෂ්‍යයා අතර ඇතිවෙන මොඩියුල් හරහා ඒ ක්‍රියාකාරකම් self learning ස්වයංව ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙන එක පොඩි රිසර්ච් එකක් කරන තොරතුරු එකතු කිරීම මෙන්න මේවා හරහා ළමයා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. ඒක assessment එකකට භාජනය වෙනවා. හැබැයි විභාගයක් නෙවෙයි. අර වාර අවසානයේදී තියෙන පැය 3ක විභාගයකින් විතරක් නෙවෙයි. මේක වෙනස්. මේක තමයි මම හිතන්නේ මෙතනින් ඉදිරිපත් වෙන ප්‍රධානම වෙනස.
The Sri Lanka-Pakistan Business Council held its 33rd annual general meeting, announcing new leadership for the year and outlining ambitious plans to enhance bilateral trade and investment. The meeting highlighted the potential for increased cooperation in tourism, logistics and industry partnerships under the free trade agreement between the two nations was held in Colombo yesterday. The Sri Lanka-Pakistan Business Council outlined a forward-looking strategy for the upcoming year, focusing on creating new opportunities in trade and investment while strengthening business networks between the two nations. The Council aims to explore emerging industries such as technology, logistics and services, which are seen as critical growth drivers for both economies. The newly elected leadership emphasized the importance of leveraging the free trade agreement to expand market access and encourage collaborative ventures. Plans are also underway to support tourism development with measures like easing travel processes and initiating joint promotional campaigns to attract more visitors from Pakistan. In his remarks, President Vasantha Da Silva called for Sri Lankan companies to capitalize on the rising demand in the Pakistani market and to diversify export portfolios beyond traditional products. He also stressed the significance of fostering sustainable partnerships that can deliver long-term economic benefits for both nations. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The coastal city of Negombo will host a transformative event blending motorsports, music, culture and sustainability into a unique celebration. The series of events to kick off tomorrow and will run through till the 27th. The March 25 Together Festival is planned to shine a spotlight on Negombo as a hub for tourism, community revival and environmental consciousness. Organised by the Maristella College Old Boys Association and endorsed by the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau, MMR 25 together is expected to draw over 6,000 visitors, both local and international. This 3-day extravaganza aims to invigorate Negambo's hospitality, retail and entertainment sectors, providing a much-needed economic boost to the region. Central to the festival is the MMR TSD Rally Championship, Sri Lanka's first city-based time-speed distance rally, covering 60 kilometers of scenic terrain. The festival also features multi-tiered hospitality zones designed for networking and premium experiences. Collaborating with the Negambo Municipal Council and Marine Environment Protection Authority, the festival will host beach cleanups and city beautification activities throughout July. A major public cleanup drive is scheduled for July 12th, with a post-festival cleanup set for July 27th. Cultural programming is another highlight, with the Timeless Together tribute celebrating Negambo's rich musical heritage. Speaking at the event, the president of Maristella Old Boys Association, Dhammika Fernando, said that it is committed to restore the lost glory of Negambo as a premier tourist destination of the country again. President Dhammika Fernando said that Negambo has sufficient infrastructure, natural beauty and the culture to make it happen.
Let me tell you about why Negambo Festival together. So you all know maybe the outsiders of Negambo, not the citizens of Negambo, have identified Negambo as a kind of or rather tourist destination. It has been long since a traditional tourist destination. But as you all sort of realized, since of late, the Negambo tourist destination as a destination seems to be waning off and giving rise to different other new destinations in Sri Lanka, such as Alla, such as Vinkota, such as other Arugambe and places like that. But when we were small, decades back, Negambo has been the tourist destination of Sri Lanka. Now it has become really a sort of a transit destination for tourists. We have enough of nice guest house and we have enough of rich culture and heritage where the tourists can enjoy, and especially the pristine beaches. Of course, since of late, once again, it's been kind of polluted, but we want to bring it back.
Sri Lanka Embassy in Doha recovers over 83 million rupees in compensation during the first half of the year in 2025. Embassy officials say that this amount includes settlements for cases that had remained pending since 2023. The Sri Lanka Embassy in Doha has successfully recovered a total of over 83 million rupees from January to June 2025 as death compensation on behalf of the next of kin of Sri Lankan nationals who had passed away in Qatar. The recovered funds have been duly remitted to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism in Colombo, as well as to the respective next of kin of the deceased. Out of a total of 83 million rupees, a sum of 23 million rupees was directly paid to the next of kin through the efforts of the mission. The remaining 59 million rupees was recovered by the mission and subsequently transferred to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism for onward disbursement to the respective next of kin. Sri Lanka's ambassador in Doha, Sitara Khan, and Minister Councillor Dharmasiri Wijewardene closely coordinated with the respective companies, Consular Affairs Division of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Further, Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau, the Government of Qatar, and the legal firm that works with the mission were seen directly involving in the process of recovering the compensation payments. Embassy officials also confirmed that in the year 2024, the mission successfully has recovered a total of 172 million rupees as compensation and disbursed to the next of kin in Sri Lanka. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The all share price index gained by 136.16 to close at 19,379.24. The S&P SL20 gained by 45.82 to close at 5,735.44. The turnover was over 6.2 billion rupees and over 354 million shares were traded.
Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.